A kerchief, also known as a bandana, is a triangular or square piece of cloth tied around the head or around the neck for protective or decorative purposes. The popularity of head kerchiefs may vary by culture or religion, as among Orthodox Christian women, Amish women, Orthodox Jewish women, and Muslim women. It is also worn as headdresses by Malay men in traditional occasions such as weddings by the grooms, as well as the pesilat. The headdresses are better known as tengkolok, handkerchief. A handkerchief or hanky primarily refers to a napkin made of cloth used to dab away perspiration, clear the nostrils, or, in Victorian times, as a means of flirtation. A woman could intentionally drop a dainty square of lacy or embroidered fabric to give a favored man a chance to pick it up as an excuse to speak to her while returning it. Handkerchiefs were sometimes scented to be used like a nosegay at Amish, a way of protecting those who could afford them from the obnoxious scents in the street society. Outside the West, the popularity of the bandana and kerchief was at its highest point in the 1970s, 1980s and 1990s, depending on one's location. After that, its popularity started waning in the West, but some Eastern cultures maintained its usage for a while, such as in the Persian Gulf countries. It is largely seen as gender-neutral and can be worn by both men and women. Its usage when wrapped up was partially replaced by the headband. Bandana. A bandana is a type of large, usually colorful, kerchief, usually worn on the head or around the neck of a person or pet, and is not considered to be a hat. Bandanas are frequently printed in a paisley pattern and are most often used to hold hair back, either as a fashionable head accessory or for practical purposes. Originated in India as bright-colored handkerchiefs of silk and cotton with spots in white on colored grounds, chiefly red and blue. The silk styles were made of the finest quality yarns, and were very popular. Bandana prints for clothing were first produced in Glasgow from cotton yarns, and are now made in many qualities. The term, at present, generally means a fabric in printed styles, whether silk, and cotton, or all cotton. American gang culture, colors, and sometimes designs, can be worn as a means of communication or identification, as with the prominent California criminal gangs, the Bloods, the Crips, the Norteños, and the Churanos. In gang subcultures, the bandana could be worn in a pocket or, in some cases, around the head. In the late 1960s, early 1970s, the Bloods and the Crips wore red and blue paisley bandanas respectively as a signifier of gang affiliation through the display of the gang colors.